that. Go ahead, Andy.
Yeah, well, there's a debris signature in Sulphur, Oklahoma now, just on top of the town. It's entering the town right now. This warning is not a confirmed tornado warning, but there is a tornado going right through Sulphur, Oklahoma right now. Um,
New information.
Okay.
This tornado warning
There it
has been
goes.
upgraded.
Confirmed warning now for Garvin, Murray, and Pontotoc counties in Oklahoma. We have been talking about Sulphur for a long time, so hopefully everybody in Sulphur was in their safe spots. We've got a tornado coming through now. This is a big one. I really do believe that, and it's going to continue to be a big one all the way up through Oak Grove, Dullburg, Hart, and Vanoss. All right. This is probably, we had a huge tornado likely go near Ardmore earlier. This is probably like that. Maybe it could even be bigger. So there are a plethora of storm chasers out here around this thing. So it's likely that we will see something out of this at some point here, maybe confirming our suspicions in the near future. But this right here is all you need. The correlation coefficient drop shows a area of debris being lofted into the air right over the town of Sulphur. So unfortunately, it looks like some damage has been done here.
Well, what's up, guys? It's Daniel and DJ from Arms Family Homestead, and I'm sure by now most everyone knows went through some pretty devastating storms last night. We were in the storm shelter for 3 hours probably.
Yeah, till almost 2 o'clock this morning.
Luckily, DJ's grandma was with us. She's 93,
Almost 93.
almost 93 years old, and getting her down in a storm shelter's not the easiest thing to do, but she lives in town in Sulphur, and Sulphur took a direct hit from a massive tornado. Lots of devastating damage. Downtown area is pretty much gone. DJ's mom owns a store downtown called Buffalo Hippie, and it's pretty much non-existent anymore. There was just like wave after wave after wave of these storms that were coming through about every 30 minutes, and they were all spinning up tornadoes in the area. And I think everything is good here, but DJ and I just woke up. We were up most of the night. Just woke up and looked out in the yard, and all the donkeys are mixed together, and Charlie was walking across the yard. So we got to get Brandon separated. But guys, I don't know how much rain we got in just a few hours last night. I've never seen anything like this in my life. I've lived here my entire life, and I've never seen water get up this high. I have no idea where the donkeys went.
They're down there.
Okay, we got to get Brandon. Guys, okay, so our house is here, right? The creek runs down there. You guys have seen the creek a million times.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see the creek too. But I know we're not doing anything in the greenhouse, but look how high the water was. The water was 4 feet up on the greenhouse, and it knocked down all of our fences. There's self-wicking tubs that were in the greenhouse have floated out, and probably, you know what? Marissa was supposed to come get all my self-wicking tubs yesterday for flowers.
Well, there they are.
Well, most of them are probably in the creek and gone.
We had a bunch more.
There were about 20 in there, so,
Well,
but, oh my gosh. All of our fences are just laying on the ground from debris from the water. We need to get a halter and lead rope. We've got to get Brandon separated. All the donkeys are together because all the fences are down back here. Looks like the goat pasture's okay. So we'll have to put Brandon up there with the goats for now. Okay?
okay.
Guys, we're missing a baby donkey. DJ's looking. Felicia had her baby just a couple weeks ago. But there was 4 to 5 feet of water coming through this pasture. And we have no idea where she's at. I think we lost a baby donkey, guys. We're still searching, but I mean, you could imagine how much water it takes to completely rip out a fence that went through here. You know, there's got to be some spots 4, 5, 6 feet of water going through here. And little baby donkey just can't fight, can't swim through that. We'll keep looking. She may have gone to high ground, but I think her mama would have found her by now. Guys, I've never seen the creek this high. I'm almost 40. I mean, it's not that high right now, but look at the debris on the bridge. There was water above the bottom of the bridge, but let's explore up here. So this telephone pole, I have tied a boat to this telephone pole in the past, in 2015, but I've never seen water almost 6 feet up in the air.
Look how far back it is in there.
Yeah. I know, I saw it. There's one of the wicking tubs, one of my old wicking tubs from the greenhouse. So we're gonna walk up here and show you where the water line from the creek was. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that came from my greenhouse. So here's where the final water line was. Okay, let me turn around and show you how far we are from the creek. That's how high the creek got last night. And you can see debris up on the bridge. Just taking fences out here, took out all our fence. All our fences are destroyed in all the donkey pasture areas. There's some sheet metal debris. Like I said, I don't think we took any actual tornado damage, but there's debris from someone else's metal building for sure. Oh gosh. We got to check on all our people. All right, Charlie. You okay, buddy? Come on. Come on. Got to go live with the goats for a little while. Take a left. There you go. See the alpacas anywhere?
No. Yep. They're in there. Fancy.
Less than a mile away. Total destruction. Our neighbor's big business called Disco Automotive is completely destroyed. And it's a multi-million-dollar business. I mean, it just, tornado ripped through it, but everything looks good here. Less than a mile from it though. All right, you guys, there's just not much at all that I can do here. It's too muddy, too messy. We got everything put up as best we can for now. We're still missing a baby donkey and probably not going to find that baby. But I've got too much equipment sitting here to not utilize. Problem is I can't get it out right now, so there's no way I can drag this stuff out of here across that creek. I'm kind of waiting on the creek to go down, but I've got friends in town lots of friends, personal, close friends, best friends, whose buildings are destroyed, whose homes are in shambles, and I've got the perfect piece of equipment here, so I'm at least going to get this thing fueled up, get it down by the creek. As soon as it gets down low enough, My buddy that's got the bulldozer that's been helping me on my neighbor's property, they own a liquor store in town and it got smashed, and he owns a wrecker service. So he's gonna bring one of his rollbacks and at least get me to town with this, and we can start helping people. So we'll see. Well, creek's too deep still. It's not safe to cross. It's just, I don't know how much mud and debris piled up over there. I drove out in here, got up where water was coming onto the cab pretty good, and I still hadn't quite hit the deepest part. It just sucks because freedom's right there. My only other option is to drive this thing across my neighbor's pasture and get out, but it's about a mile drive to where we could load it up. It's too muddy to take a trailer across the pasture, so I can't sit here and do nothing. All right, on to plan B. This is gonna take a minute, but we're gonna get there. Merch building's good. Our ride's here. Let's load this thing up. All right, let's do this. You guys know me, I can't sit around and not do anything at all. It's tearing me up inside. So we found a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. We're gonna take this thing to town, try to help as many people as we can. Yep.
So OG&E is that's our power company. They are making us hurry up and get everyone out like immediately. Buildings are starting to collapse, I guess, so we're gonna have to hurry up and get out. Dusty is trying to get all of his bison meat out of here because it's obviously very expensive and we need to get that taken care of. So we're fixing to leave.
Well, y'all, that was quite the day. Quite the night last night, quite the day today. Sitting here looking around at the mess we've got to clean up, but feeling very blessed and fortunate. We're all still here. Our family's all safe. All of our family's homes are safe. a lot of friends' property was destroyed. A lot of friends' stuff, and just stuff. My mother-in-law's store, her business is gone. My best friends, you know, their business is gone. One of their businesses. And we've just got a mess to clean up. Lots of fences down. Fences can be replaced. Lives can't. And there was at least one fatality. While we were cleaning up the mess today, they were still in search and rescue mode. And I'm thankful, I'm blessed that I'm not on that side of things anymore. I feel like I can actually do more, help more with equipment and things. But one person was located in the rubble downtown, just catty corner from my mother-in-law's store. And small town America, I mean, everybody knows everybody. I don't know how many people were injured. I haven't heard any final reports, but so far that I know of, only one fatality. And for that, I guess we're blessed. Our family was blessed, and we're safe. It's just a mess.
Hey folks, it's been a while since I've put a video out, so I guess it's time to make an update video. So I haven't gone back to work yet. I want to. I'm getting there. Not quite yet. The other issue I'm having now is I'm sleeping in the daytime, so that's kind of messing things up as well. But today's the first day in a while I've been up at an actual decent time, so it's promising. As far as the tree that fell down blocking my trail, sorry, I'm still not fully awake. It hasn't been cleaned up yet. I'm not surprised. It's not a priority or anything for them, so I might end up doing it myself. I've been wanting to. It's just a matter of, you know, motivation, right? So, but I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be driving the Monster. It's getting pretty difficult to control. That flat tire, it's spreading out now, so it's rubbing on the fender bracket. Yeah, it's going squeak, 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 really loud, very annoying, and it's giving an obnoxious burning rubber smell. So, but it's pulling hard to the right constant, and it's so hard to control. So I'm not sure how much longer I'll be driving it till I start taking it apart. I haven't finished the bumper yet. So I do have a question. I would like some suggestions. When I try to clean out the rust on the inside, I would like to put something inside it to protect it, like fill it with oil or WD-40 or something, some kind of a rust deterrent. Problem is, I have to do that before I weld it back together, and I'm not sure if, you know, the welding's gonna set it on fire, because pretty much everything you use for rust proofing is flammable, and I don't want it heating up and shooting out through the hole up into my face, right? So I don't know what to do about that. But I don't want to, I don't know, if I get anything on the outside, then it's going to cause an issue with painting, right? Because the paint's not going to stick if it's got a greasy surface. I don't know. But basically, after I clean it, I'm going to need to weld it right away before the rust starts to form. So I don't know what to do about that. So I was just wondering if anybody had any kind of suggestion. Because I got thinking maybe if I put a grease nipple on the back of it or something, and drill a little hole in the other end and just fill it with grease until the hole comes out the other end, and then stick a screw into that hole just to keep everything inside and the moisture. That's the only thing I can think of, the only solution, and that'll be done after it's finished painting and everything, right? That's the only thing I can think of. So I'm not exactly sure what to do with that yet. So it's been a crazy weekend. I'm sure you've heard on the news about all the tornadoes in the States. Well, when I get people I watch on YouTube, like regularly, like homesteaders and that, I always figure out where they live, and I put a point on the map so I can watch their weather. And the ones that I've been watching in Oklahoma, Sulphur, that was kind of destroyed by tornadoes, well, that's where they live. They're not in Sulphur directly, they're rural, but they're really close to that. So I was pretty concerned for them. And I want to thank Facebook for allowing non-users to be able to see the content without having an account, because that's the only way I got updates from them. Otherwise I would have had to wait, more time. I think yesterday they finally put a video out on YouTube. But the thing is, unless you're directly involved with the tornadoes, you don't see the personal side of it. You see it on the news, and it's like, wow, that's horrible and all that. You can pray for people, you can send donations and that, but you don't really see, what they go through. You don't see that personal side of it, right? So, glad to see that with their latest video. Where they live, they didn't actually have a direct hit from the tornado. It missed them, so their home was spared, but they got some serious flooding. Yeah, I think they got like six inches of rain or something like that. It was crazy. But it was just storm after storm after storm. It was like several tornadoes in a straight line. It just kept hitting this same spot over and over. They're in their storm shelter for 3 hours waiting for it all to go away. But like I say, their house was spared, all their barns were spared. Most of their animals are okay, but they're missing one of their baby donkeys. And this donkey was born a couple weeks ago. It's not very old. But the whole area was flooded. All their fences were knocked down or taken out. There's, I think he said, like 4 to 6 feet of water flowing through their pastures. So, a baby donkey doesn't really have much of a chance with that. But it's just, they haven't found it. They don't know it's dead. It's just missing. They can't find it. So they're assuming it's gone, but it may just suddenly show up one day. Who knows, right? But out on the highway, there was their merchandise building, warehouse that they just finally moved into this last month. It survived. It didn't take any damage. Less than a mile down the road, their friend's business was destroyed. So they're very fortunate. But the town's just totaled. It's like it looks like a scene from Beirut. It's just insane. So, but he's not concentrating on his own property. He's got his machines in town helping with the cleanup and that, and discovering bodies. So I think there was 4 deaths, I think, total, which is amazing, because if you've seen some of the footage from this weekend, Friday and Saturday were the 2 worst days. Like 84 tornadoes or something like that. It was insane. But the destruction from it all, the fact that there's only 4 people, and one of them was an infant, what I heard, which sucks. But I'm not gonna play his video or anything. I will link to it. I'll put a link in the description if you're interested. I'm not telling you to watch it or anything, but there's a link in the description. You get a little closer look at the personal side of what it is. And there's places to donate. I would look into it. There's a lot of fake things. In order to get into Sulphur to help with the cleanup, you have to have a pass, because they've had issues with looting. So they need to know who's there. But there's different places that you can donate. Ryan Hall raised over $150,000 for the weekend, That's not just for Sulphur, that's places in Nebraska and other places as well. So, but I will link to the video if you're interested in watching it. And I don't have anything else to talk about today, so I will leave you with another video, a different one that I will play.
Homestead, and I don't know if all of our YouTube audience is aware of what's going on. If you haven't, our little hometown was hit by a massive tornado. Our whole community's been torn apart, literally torn apart. Massive tornado came through downtown Sulphur a couple nights ago. We spent 3 hours in a storm shelter. It was just tornado after tornado after tornado. But this live video is not about us. We wanted to do this to kind of help spread the word twofold: locally for everybody in the area that needs help, and second, for you guys that have reached out to us and every other social media influencer in the area, Dusty and Jimmy Houston and Brandon and everybody is wanting to know how they can help, how they can make donations, what they can do to help out. So if you're interested in helping out our town, our community, there is only one place set up right now to make a donation online that is confirmed, that we know where the money's going. It's going to go straight back into our community to help our people. And that link's in the description box. It's BankFirst, BankFirst .bank, /Sulphur, SULPHUR. My arm's going to get really tired on this. I've already done a Facebook a live video. Anyways, that's the only place to make a monetary donation. But if you're in the area, if you're within a couple hours, we've had so many people reach out and say they want to help. And how can they help? Well, the Murray County Expo Center is where we're at. This place is full of donations. The ladies here need help. If you aren't wanting to put boots on the ground and actually be pulling trees out of people's houses, you can come to the Murray County Expo Center. They've got tables and tables and tables. Like, all of these are hangers for clothes that need to be hung up. And we're going to walk through and look at all the things that have been donated and kind of tell you guys, if you're in the area and you want to actually buy supplies and bring and donate, you can do that. If you want to, bring a dump truck and a tractor and a trailer or whatever and actually help boots on the ground, you can do that. You have to come to the Murray County Expo Center and check in, and they'll give you a pass to get in downtown. Law enforcement's very strict on who gets in, and you just had to have a pass because we're having a lot of issues with theft and looting and all of that stuff. So if you're wanting to come help, I've had probably 50 emails from families, from folks wanting to come help, and probably another 100 emails from people wanting to know what they can do to donate. The Murray County Expo Center is the place to come to. You can figure out what you can do to help here and get all the pass and everything you need. If you've got supplies you want to drop off, you can do that. The online donations is probably the easiest for most of our audience, just because you can make a donation there, and I promise that money's going to come back into our community. So if without any of that, if you just pray for us, pray for our town, pray for our people, that's probably needed more than anything, because this is some total loss, devastation. If you've not seen the videos from the news outlets and stuff, our downtown area just got demolished. It's going to take
Historic
years.
Downtown.
Yeah.
Historic. My mom
Buildings
shot
that were
this.
100 plus
Yeah.
years old. DJ's mom directly affected. Her store, Buffalo Hippie, is gutted. I mean, there's nothing left really. But
Yeah.
we'll walk around. We're out here trying to help out. They called us. The fire department's kind of putting this thing. Well, one of the guys in the fire department called and was like, "Hey, you got a big social media following. We need to help. You need to come out here and help us spread the word," because we spent all day yesterday downtown, and we worked all day, and then we were separated, and everybody's out working. We get home and we're like, "I haven't eaten all day."
Yeah, it was literally 5 o'clock, and we hadn't eaten.
Right. and there's plenty of food, there's plenty of drinks, there's plenty of supplies here, but the problem is it's a couple miles from where the work zone is, so we've got to figure out a way to logistically get the right stuff to the right people, and that's all in the works, but they will need more volunteers for that stuff too. So anyways, let's walk around. So anybody in the immediate area in Sulphur that was affected, you can come pick up supplies anytime. I mean, there's clothes, people are just dropping everything off. But outside of clothes, the things, I mean, look at this. There's probably 80 pallets of water and different kinds of drinks in here. And the ladies from Inca are kind of heading this up, and this is kind of the main donation drop zone. Look, if you'll look back there, there's a pickup backing in right now. Somebody's dropping off some extra supplies right now, and basically what they're doing is we're going to take pallets and pallets and pallets of water downtown and get it directly into the hands of people that are volunteering and doing everything. But beyond that, food, snacks, everybody's just bringing everything, and they're trying to put together just like boxes like this. We're going to load trucks down with boxes of food because the folks that are out there working don't stop. You don't stop, especially if your house was directly hit. You're not worried about coming 2 miles out of the way to come get a box of food. So they're doing a good job of packaging everything up, trying to make just boxes where we can just take it out and just start piling it on people's porches, because most good citizens aren't going to stop what they're doing and come out here to get a box of food. So we're trying to get things in their hands, things that are needed. There are a lot of things that are needed. If you're wanting to donate, paper goods, cups, napkins, paper plates, all of that kind of stuff is in low supply here. Baby items, they've got a good stock right now, but obviously that stuff goes fast. Baby food, any kind of snacks. Like, people are bringing and dropping off pallet loads of just snacks that we can box up and get into volunteers' hands, because there are hundreds of people volunteering downtown, helping out. And unless we walk out there and say, here's some food, here's some water, they're not going to stop working. And 85-degree temperatures and 85% humidity, people are going to start going downhill. So other things that are obviously always needed, safety gear, eye protection, gloves. They don't have a ton of like safety glasses, ear protection. I mean, everybody downtown, there's trees everywhere, so chainsaws and things. I know like Lowe's and people are bringing truckloads of generators because there's just tons of houses without power, but things that can be donated. Obviously, anything that, just like if a tree fell in your yard, what would you need? You need some gloves, you need some safety gear. I'm not sure who put all these together, but like they've got boxes, they're pre-packaging all this stuff. So dropping this off for families, there's just like big trash bags and tarps and washcloths and obviously toiletry supplies. If you guys want to donate things, that's obviously stuff, paper towels, napkins, paper plates, like I said, toilet paper. How 2020 went and we needed toilet paper. Well, it's just hard to get stuff in people's hands. But I will say this, these tubs right here, if you are wanting to donate anything that's going to immediately directly affect somebody whose house is in shambles, these tubs right here, think about it. If you're out there picking up what's left of your home and your memories, cardboard boxes are only going to get you so far. And those tubs right there are what everyone needs downtown that's cleaning up, their businesses and their homes. And I don't know, it's overwhelming. What else? What did I forget? Brad called from Final Descent about Habit Outdoors. They're making a huge donation. What was it? You talked to him.
550 shirts and 70 pairs of boots, and those things will be here Thursday.
Yeah, Final Descent is the hunting show that we video with, and Habit Outdoors is one of their sponsors, and they're boots, obviously, people down there working in rubble, houses that are all torn down. Boots, everybody needs good safety boots. We don't work in those around here.
No. I had boots on yesterday with
Yeah.
no socks. It's fine. Lots of glass. Not real smart.
So yeah, if you're just joining in, we'll have more content coming out about this, but this is a couple different things. We want to reach the local community and say, hey, anything you need, there's people here to help. And we still at this point don't really know what all people need, but they're trying to figure it out. If you're wanting to help out, if you're wanting to be, if you're wanting to come in and help, you can do that. You can volunteer in person. You can go downtown and help clean up, but you have to come to the Maury County Expo Center and get a pass first. The ladies here, Inca is running this. They need help in here with all of their donations and stuff. So it's overwhelming, honestly. And we're just a very small piece of this, but we're just trying to help spread the word, get the word out there that there is help for people. And there are a lot of people that also want to help. And like I said, if you want to make a monetary donation, we've had tons of messages, emails, comments. Bank First, BANC, FIRST .bank, BANK/sulphur, SULPHUR. And you can make an online donation there. And all of that money, 100% of that money goes directly back into the community to the families that need it most. So anything else you can think of? We appreciate you guys.
Yep.
If prayers are always appreciated, probably more than anything else.
Yes.
We've seen you guys' email. We've seen all of your emails. We've seen all of your messages. It's just kind of hard to respond to all of them. So I apologize for that if we haven't responded. But if you're wanting to help out, I know a lot of people are wanting to help out. You can do that. Whether it's monetary, whether it's prayers, whether it's in person, all that, we'll take all the help we can get around here.
For sure.
So anyways, guys,
All right.
thanks. We appreciate it.
Thank you.